Yo, what up? Welcome to Mo Boxing No Problem. I'm Jose Amari Jr., and today we got a special guest. We got a pro boxer from Oakland, California, now living in Vegas, Amari Jones.
Yes, sir. How you doing, brother?
Good, good. How you doing, Amari? I see you at the gym.
Yes, sir. I'm at the gym right now. Getting it in.
Yeah, the grind never stops, right?
Absolutely, doing 24/7.
All right. So first question I got for you, Amari. It's rather basic, but we like starting with this question just to kind of get a feel for how boxers found their way in the sport. So first question for you, Amari, is how do you get into boxing?
I got into boxing when I was younger. I have issues and all that. So like, my godfather actually put me into boxing with my godbrother. Yeah, put me in. My godbrother was doing it for like probably a year before me, and then maybe a year or two. But he put me in once he seen like I was getting in little fights at school, and I was getting in fights in my kids in my neighborhood. My mom told him like we gotta do something. So put me in the boxing, and the rest is history.
Yeah, absolutely. And is boxing something that you like right away, or did it take a little while before you're like, you know what,
Um,
this is cool?
honestly, like I liked it right away, but I would say like I think I was just a very physical like kid. Like I like fighting, um, like being rough with other kids. I liked all that. So like I played boxing. I'm not played boxing, but I did football and I played football and I did boxing when I was younger. So,
Hmm.
both physical sports. I love both of them.
Absolutely. And then can you tell us a little bit about your amateur career, Mari? What were some of your major accomplishments from back in the day?
Um, I three-time national champion. I had 38 amateur fights. I was on the USA team twice, and yeah, I went overseas, fought in Bulgaria with the youth international. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a short but real extensive amateur career.
Nice. Definitely great prep for turning pro.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, and then I want to speak about your signing with Devin Haney Promotions.
Yeah.
How did that deal come about, and ultimately what was your reasoning for signing with Devin Haney Promotions?
Um, when honestly, like coming out of the amateurs, well, really, in 2020, um, like what made me like move to Vegas was Devin. Devin was like, man, you gotta come out here and train. I, everything was closed down. Nobody was like knew what COVID was gonna bring. So, all the gyms was closed. I wasn't really working out like that, honestly. And so like I just felt like being out here was just I was just getting sidetracked from boxing, and
Hmm.
so then I went to Vegas for like a month in the summer. That summer after I graduated that year, and Dev was like, "Man, you got to stay out here. Like, you got to come and train. You got to stay." And it was crazy, right? This is a story I never like, really like put it out there for, but it's really how me and Dev really got like super locked in. So I went out to Vegas for the summer, and of course, I went out there. Like I was planning to move out there, but like I wasn't really planning. I was still young. I brought like a certain amount of money
Hmm.
with me, right? And I had like I was out there for a whole month, and my money was getting low. So I'm like, I gotta go back home, get some more money, hustle up some more money, and I'm gonna come back. So I told Deb like, yeah, I'll be back in probably like a couple of days. I'm gonna come back. They're like, man, nah, just stay, man. Like, how much you come out here with? I told him how much I came out. I can't remember exactly how much. He was like, on the
Hmm.
trip, man. I'm gonna stay out here and train. I want you to stay. So ever since then, I stayed, and the rest is like history, and that's how I really knew like Dev really messed with me. But before that, even when I was younger, when I first met Dev, we always clicked, always had a good bond. He always gave me advice growing up in amateurs, and it honestly just felt more like a family than rather just like business.
Yeah.
Dev really is one of my best friends. Like I can call Dev
Hmm.
about anything. And it's just I like that feeling better than a business.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what really kind of like made me sign with Dev for real.
I mean, absolutely. That's a real solid move by Devin. To
Uh,
kind of look out for you. It actually reminds me of a story that Nonito Donaire shared on this podcast a couple days ago, because he said when he was coming up, he was also tight on money, and then Andre Ward was spot him like a 20, every once in a while, just to kind of keep him going.
for sure, for sure,
So it's just you gotta look out for your own, man. So that's shout out to Devin,
for sure, for sure.
for keeping motivated. And then Vegas is the mecca of boxing, so a lot of great sparring out there.
Absolutely.
Yep. And can you speak a little bit more about what it is training alongside Devin Haney? Someone that's already reached such a high level of boxing, undisputed.
Um, being with Dev, like it just really showed me like one, he's young, and we're somewhat close in age, and it's like it really showed me like with the hard work that you put in, like where we're taking me. So with Dev, like training alongside Dev is just keep me motivated and just show me like I keep working and everything's gonna pay off. Like just seeing what he got and what he's accomplished and everything. So that's what I really appreciate about training with Dev, and also like it's a standard for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I fight. Dev is always training together in camp and everything when we get ready for fights. So like we train hard, but then when I go and train for my fights, I fight myself by myself. Like I train the same way, just because like it doesn't feel right if I go train super hard and do this a certain way when I train with Dev, and then I go by myself and I train half fast or anything under that feels like I'm doing it. I'm always trying to show me, you know, how to train and what to do and what not to do. I really appreciate that.
That's awesome. Looks like we got to hear a live comment from Tupac 13, just saying salute. So salute Tupac.
Sure.
All right, and next question I have for you, Amari. You go into your pro debut, back in April 2021. It was in Atlanta versus Alberto Delgado.
Yeah.
You got the stoppage victory. What were your emotions heading to that fight? Was there any nerves?
Um, honestly, it wasn't even. I wasn't even nervous that fight. I had all my family there. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It just felt like literally like I was just turning a new page in my book. So honestly, it wasn't too much nerves there. I just went in there and just did what I did. Got him out of
There you go. And as we mentioned, you're born in Oakland. Grew up out here, and you still got family in the Bay Area, and you've had
there.
a few fights in Sacramento. At the DoubleTree Hotel. How's it been having that hometown support?
Yeah, it's been good. All my family, all my fans come out every time I fight there, and it's a good show, boy. In Sacramento, I appreciate giving me the opportunity to show my family, and you know I want to do something. I want to do something big and keep making it grow bigger and bigger. So, that's definitely the plan in the future.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely enjoy seeing you fight here in the Bay and keeping the boxing scene alive. Also, major props for you going all the way to Australia. On those Devin Haney Camboso cards. It's a huge time zone adjustment. How was your experience? Being in Australia and fighting. Basically, I guess you had the crowd against you because you're fighting the home
Yeah,
fighter.
yeah. Honestly, the crowd when I fought the first time there, I fought on like they call it like the after card. I fought after Devin, so when I fought, it was still about I would say 25, 30,000 people still in the arena. So like it was like big crowd still, like and
Mm-hmm.
and like it was just like the noise was just crazy in there. Like when I walked out to the arena, the ring walk was massive. But then they switched it the second time when I fought, and I fought early in the morning. It was probably like 9:30, I would say, in the morning there. So it was kind of like it was dead at that time in the arena. And but honestly, both times like I would say the fans were more so. It felt like to me the fans were more so going for me, like honestly. But
Oh, nice.
honestly, I don't really know because I wasn't really focused on it. But I don't know, the
Mm-hmm.
energy was just felt like it was going for me. But, how it is.
Yeah, no, I guess the beauty of boxing, and if you win people over, you
Yeah.
can walk in there, turn against them, but you start doing your work in there, and they're like, oh shit.
For sure. I honestly, the first Australia fight, I remember like a guy like hit my like arm or something, right? And like everybody was like, "Yeah, yeah," and I was just thinking like, "Man, but he really just hit me like, like," and I'm like, I'm gonna let it bother me, like, so I just kept fighting. But yeah,
Nice. And then I want to speak of your last fight versus I think I'm probably gonna butcher his name, but Tesh Pratap Singh. That one was your first fight going the distance. What about him made him tricky, and what did you learn? Basically for your first time going, the whole fight.
Honestly, like that fight, it just showed me that there's gonna be times where opponents is tough, got a lot of experience. And you're not gonna be able to get everyone out of there. Like you're not gonna be able to knock everyone out. So I realized that, and I just use I relied on my boxing skills. Like because me, I'm a firm believer if he doesn't belong to be in there with me, I'm not gonna keep him in there with me. So the last guy I fought in Australia, he didn't belong to be in there with me. And I showed that I hurt him and I finished. So this guy, I was hitting him some good shots. I seen that he was taking them well. I could tell that it was hurting him, but I could see he was just taking them well. And you know, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just box this guy, and use my skills. So that was a tough, rugged opponent. He came with the pressure, and I just went the distance with this guy.
Yeah, and as you said, it gave you an opportunity to showcase a different side of your boxing.
Absolutely, and that's what I want. Like the first 7 fights I had all knockouts, and it was times where like I showed a little bit of skill, but I couldn't really show like all my skill. And like I feel like my last fight, I was able to show. I wouldn't say all. I'm definitely gonna say it wasn't all my skill, but I got to show more and show some little versatile in there. So.
Yep. And then Amari, when might we see you back in the ring? Has there been a kind of a target date in mind yet?
Well, I was supposed to fight, February 18th. Well, I wouldn't say I was supposed to, but I was planning on to get on this local show in San Francisco, bring some more of my family out in San Francisco. So, honestly, right now, I'm just staying in shape, staying in the gym. I don't really have anything planned as right now. I want to aim towards March, but definitely I'll be fighting on the next Devin, and it's looking like May 20th against Lomachenko. So definitely that date. But like I said, I definitely want to go before. And we're in the works of trying to figure something out right now. So I will definitely keep you guys updated.
That's great. Is that fight gonna be in Vegas?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. That's what they say. So, but don't quote me on that. I don't know.
No. We know how the boxing world works, and they can they change their minds. Next question I got for you is kind of around your weight. You still making the middleweight limit of 160 pounds comfortably?
Yeah, absolutely. 160 is easy to make. I wish I was still able to make 154. Honestly, I could make it, but I feel like I would be there long. So I'd just rather let my body grow into 160. Just take over the 160-pound division. So that's just my goal right now. Saying at 160, I'm young, I'm still growing, and I'm not gonna force anything. So.
Good. And speaking of kind of your preparation, Amari, how do you prepare for fights? Do you watch a lot of tape on your opponents, or do you kind of leave that up to your coach and you just focus on improving your skill set?
I watch. Of course, I watch film of my opponents, but I would say I go in there with my game plan no matter what. Do what I do no matter what. If I let my opponent game plan, I feel like he can knock me off my game plan. I got a whole bunch of tools. I just try to let him knock me off my game plan. Get in there and get the job done. So, going to training, I would say I don't really watch too much. Yeah, I don't really watch too much.
All right. No, you basically, like you said, got to be ready to adapt to whatever they bring, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because they can show you one thing and come with something completely different.
Absolutely. And now that you're in Vegas, you probably don't travel too far for sparring. But what's the furthest you've had to travel to get good sparring?
Honestly, I would say I travel more. I travel more when I'm in California for sparring. I would say probably like Vegas. Sparring at Wild Card. I just sparred at Wild Card a few times.
What car?
Yeah, that's about it. Honestly, nothing too crazy.
Nice. And then I want to ask you about another fighter here out of the Northern California, Joe Sean James from Sacramento. Is that someone you've had the chance to meet and get some sparring with?
Yeah, me and Joe Sean sparred a few times. Yeah, Good. He's a real good fighter. Yeah, he's on his career. He has his path. I wish nothing but the best for him. Um, he has a lot of good potential, and yeah, he's a good fighter. We sparred a few times. We sparred about 3 or 4 times maybe.
Nice. Getting great work there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And then who's been the hardest puncher you've been in the ring with, Amari, either in sparring or in a pro fight?
That's hard to say, honestly. I've been there with some guys, but if I know you're a hard puncher, I'm going to try my best to get out the way of that shot. Honestly, it's just hard to say. I don't know.
No worries, no worries. Next question I got for you is who was your favorite boxer growing up?
My favorite boxer growing up, I would say Roy Jones.
Nice.
Roy is probably my favorite. Um, but she was crazy when a lot of people would say like I fight like Tommy Hearns or like when I run up at Tommy Hearns style. So like when I say Roy Jones, they kind of like surprise me.
Yeah, well, it's because Roy Jones' style is so hard to replicate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. His style is very hard to replicate, and I feel like he had that one of them styles where he was God gifted. Like he's going there and
Yeah.
do it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, because we saw the fighter he's training out of the UK, Chris Eubank. He tried to emulate some Roy Jones in his style, and it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
Next question I got for you, Mari, is who is, in your opinion, the number one pound for pound fighter today?
Number one pound for pound fighter today. Number one, gotta go with Bud Crawford.
Yep, Bud. He's up there for sure.
That's right.
And then Amari, what are your thoughts on the middleweight division? We got Triple G, and then Genovic as the champions, and we got contenders like Munguia. What are your thoughts on that division, and how is 2023 you think looking for that division?
Definitely the middleweight division is definitely like hot. So Munguia is there. He's a real good fighter. Triple G, I feel like he's just getting old. His career's on the back end. Time now, I can see him retiring. Um, but other than that, I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not sure. Like
Yeah, because
honestly, I feel like it's just a matter of who really wants it and who make them big. So that's how.
yeah, because Jermall Charlo's in that conversation, but he's been just inactive.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with that dude, man. I don't know what's up. He's let his career go by as well too with these inactivity. So I don't know. Right now, I'm worried about the young guys coming up. I ain't too worried about them.
Yeah, it's gonna be passing the torch. It's gonna be you guys running that division.
Guys.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, them guys is old already. I'm sorry, I had a call.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like the young guys are the ones you gotta worry about, especially the ones coming up from the 154 pound division. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
100%. Next question I got for you, Amari, is what do you like to do outside of boxing? What's some of your interests and hobbies?
Traveling. I love to travel. What else I love to do? Shop. Um, I'm gonna say a very outdoorsy person, but I like the outdoors. I like riding dirt bikes. I haven't rode dirt bikes in a while. But that's something I used to like to do when I was young. I liked riding jet skis and hunting, all that, snowboarding, all that.
Awesome. And another thing I've noticed, Amari, that you do outside of boxing, or I guess it's kind of still in boxing, but it's when you're not boxing. You've been a presence of amateur events, here in the area. You get back to community. How important is it to kind of lend your expertise to the up and coming boxers?
For sure. It's definitely like it feels good. Like me personally, like the younger kids look up to me, but me personally, like I'm not really like a very I'm social, but like I'm not really like just gonna like be out there. I kind of feel like those guys like when you that guy that just want to be seen and want everybody to take a picture with you. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're trying too hard, but like if a kid want to come take a picture of me, amateur events that's local, so I don't mind doing it. Like I'm not just like guys that just live for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm definitely learning to be more, for the kids because I know the kids look up to me so much. So it's definitely something that I'm learning to do. And yeah, I just really just like being around the kids and having the kids look up to me. I love that. It makes me work hard.
Yeah, no, I mean that's stuff like that's awesome to see. So keep at it, Amari.
So I thank you. I appreciate it.
Next question I got for you is kind of staying in that same lane. What's the best piece of advice you would give someone that is thinking about going pro and making a living boxing?
The best thing I would say to somebody going pro is good. Um, the best thing I would say would be like, um, man, it's a lot, but most important, always try to be better than what you was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You go
Mm-hmm.
you go to the gym every day to get better. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be content in what you did. You know what I'm saying? It's always bigger and better things to accomplish. So, as long as you know that, and you try to do better every day, then I feel like you gonna be the greatest. Especially if your only competitor is yourself. If you go in there and you don't try to compete with somebody else doing and what they do in their career, then I feel like if you focus on your career, then you can do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do something.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah,
Uh,
a lot of these guys these days try to worry about what other guys are doing. Oh man, he fought him. I know I can beat him. Like worry about what you got in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? We worry about what you got in front of you. You can never lose track of what you got going on.
yeah, real talk. Final question for you, Amari. It's not really a question. It's more so giving you the floor. What's a message you want to send to your fans and supporters?
To my fans supporters, I want to say I appreciate you guys. Man, I love you guys. You guys are the ones that motivate me to train hard. I feel like I can't let you guys down. So you guys are the ones that keep me going. I want to say the road is definitely miles and miles and miles long. So we got a lot of traveling to do, and this road is never going to end. So be here for a while.
There you go. Well, everybody follow Amari on at official Amari Jones on Instagram.
Yeah,
And Amari, thank you so much for the time. Really, appreciate you giving us a few minutes here to get to know you a little bit better.
for
Keep
sure.
making the Bay and Vegas proud, man. We're watching.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
All right, thank you, man. Have a good sparring session.
All
Catch you
right.
later. All right, bye.